All right. So here's what's going to happen. The announcements that we have to make. First and foremost, hopefully all of you guys have seen, if you go on our website, I'll share my screen real quick so you can actually see where it is. All right. All right. You guys can see my screen?
Yep.
All right. Here's our homepage. Guess what? If you have a problem, go to itsonly5.com/support. But if you just go to the website, look what we have here. Some of you guys have seen it. Some of you guys have not. This is our support contact. There is no more emailing us a message. This will get your support ticket taken a little bit quicker, and it'll be more productive because you guys can stay on. If you send a support ticket and you stay on, you will be able to get messaged back directly. Okay, our support team and Sarah will actually get to you much quicker. There is no waiting on you guys to open emails that you never open, but then say you never got them. Just saying. Guys, could you please keep up on the chat, on the admitting people? Thank you. So you can go here, but you can actually still go to the support page, type in your information, and you will get somebody if we're live. If we're not live, you will not get a message, but you can leave one and we will email you when we come back. So it makes it really super easy for you to get a hold of us now. Okay. So I'm going to say this just to spare Sarah from having to search for it. If you put in a support ticket, make sure you just go to the chat. It will make it quicker. You can disregard your support ticket and we can get your problem fixed. Okay. So you will be able to handle that simply by going into this little chat box. All right. Our next announcement is going to be the apparel, swag, merchandise, whatever you want to call it. The store will be launching on Monday. It is a temporary situation while we upgrade to a company that is going to do a better thing for us. Wilson, I don't know why you raised your hand because we're not doing questions. But it is a temporary scenario so that literally we can get you guys some merchandise out there because you've all been asking for it. So we want to get it to you, but we will be upgrading to a better service. David, you know the company I'm referring to. We're actually using the same service that they tried to put on us there. They are actually a really good program. We just got to clear up some things. So swag will be here very quickly. Yeah. Okay, please do not unmute yourself. All right, so literally, that's where we're at with that. The second announcement we have is for all of you guys worried about how are you going to request your money? Okay. As of Monday, you guys will be able to go in Monday or Tuesday, and we will have the form up that you guys will be able to fill out to request your withdrawal for the very first payments that will go out. Those payments, first and foremost, you're going to go to your back area office. Do not do it today. Do not do it until we announce it, because anything that you request right now will be reversed. You'll get it back and you will have to start over. But at the time, we will give you the proper way to do it. We will do either a video or maybe a pop-up Zoom or whatever, but we will do something so you'll know. It probably will be announced on Monday's call. So get all your people who have been complaining about not getting paid on the Zoom for Monday. We need to pack the house on Monday no matter what. With that said, once that launches, we will be taking now. David, could you please mute yourself? Thank you. When we launch that feature, we will be adding the ability for you guys to do all the stuff that you need to do, whether you want to be a 1099 contractor, whether you want to be an employee. Now, those two options are for the US only. Okay. But if you guys remember, we told you we were only going to pay out the US first, that we were working on a scenario for all the other international people that are in with us. Well, guess what, guys? We are going to pay international as well. Yeah. Okay. You have options. I know David is over there because I remember every company we've been in, Canada was always last. We can't do anything for Canada. We can't do anything for anywhere else. We will be able to pay you direct deposit, e-wallet, or pay to a debit card of different certain ones. We can't do them all, but we will be able to do direct deposit, check, both paper and e-wallet. So we'll be able to do that internationally. So all you guys all around the world, you don't have to wait. We will be adding another international feature that is also usable by the US sometime in August through an actual bank that you guys can open accounts with, and we will be able to send money directly to your account. With that said, everybody here in the US, when you fill out your form, you're going to have the option of W-2 or 1099. Whichever one you pick, make sure you put an email in for where you can be contacted, where you check frequently, because we have hired a company who will do all of our HR. Everything is secured. Everything is legitimate. Everything goes through their payment processors. So there is no security breach anywhere. You will put in your information with them, not with us. And once you do that, after you get the email, you fill in your forms, you're in our system, and that makes it 10 times easier to pay you out from that point forward. Okay. So, Guillermo, go ahead and unmute everybody. So guys, let me know what your reaction is to that announcement.
Yay!
Hey,
Awesome. Awesome.
Hey.
Yes. Hallelujah.
All right.
Okay, Guillermo, you can mute him again. All right. Don't unmute yet. Okay.
Sounds awesome.
Remute yourselves, please. That was just a way to get the stress out. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is that's the first announcement. This and then you got the swag. Okay. Our other announcement, actually, Sarah, do you want to give our new announcement, our other one?
If I knew which one you were talking about. Don't put me on the spot like that.
I had to. All right. Well, you know what? I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to wait until we get to that part because we got some charts to go through. But guys, here's what's going to happen from this point on. I'm going to continue sharing my screen. As you guys see, this is the homepage. This is where you log into, guys. It's only5.com. Once you do this, you guys can follow the little circle. If you want to see your benefits, you click on home, and these are your benefits. Okay. So you guys can see all those, and that's where you find everything. Please mute yourself, Devin. Thank you. And that's where you're going to find all the benefits. You scroll through here. This number has to be updated, guys. We are very, very close to 15,000 members in less than 8 weeks, less than 7 weeks, actually. All right. So you can come here. You can see everything we do. You can come and check out the core members. You can check out Reem and Guillermo. You guys, I want to make sure that everybody gives much credit to these women here. They are the ones that are in your chat groups, in your Telegram, on your our Facebook page. These are the women that talk to you and help you out every day, all day long. They help Sarah when she's in there. So mad respect to Vivian, Christine, and Teresa. You guys make sure you show them some respect, because if any of my team members are ever disrespected, I will make sure that we have a conversation with the person who did it, because they work hard to get you guys what you guys need and to take care of you. So make sure you go there, check that out. You can come check out all the people that are on the core team. Shopping. We're not going to get too deep into this, but you can shop here. I'm going to let you guys know, because I've literally had about 20 questions just today. If you click this little arrow here and you scroll down, you will be able to search all the pages that are in our shopping. I actually had someone think that we only had 15 shops in here. Okay. If you ask Sarah that, she'll probably strangle you, because she's the one that made the database and put them in there. And there's well over 2,000. If you can't find it that way, simply go in here and search for a certain group of people who called us today. Yes, Walmart is in the US too. It is here. This is Walmart.com US. Okay, there's Canada as well. So you guys can find that. We're not going to go through all of them, but you can come in here and find a lot of different places that will work for your shopping needs. Yes, we get a commission when you shop, but we take that commission, put into advertising, bring in more members to make you cycle faster. All right. So that's our shopping page. If by chance you don't see something here, let us know. Send us an email, send us a support chat, whatever, and just say, hey, I recommend this store. We'll work on seeing if we could get them, especially for our foreign countries. All right, future me, my fridge food. If you guys notice, the chat pops up because it's the first time I've been on here. So it will show you exactly where you need to be to get chat. This is our fun partner site. We don't have to go through it. It's just a lot of stuff that you can use in your everyday life. If you're traveling, you want to know where there's Wi-Fi, you can come here. It'll show you the local Wi-Fi for free. It will also give you their password. I know we're going through this kind of quick, guys, but we want to get to the last announcement that we're making. Wilson, there's no need to put your hand up. Again, we're doing all that in the end of the call. So please put your questions in the chat. Sarah, did you have, oh, never mind. I thought Sarah had something to say. So say something. Unmute yourself.
I didn't want to interrupt you. You guys, this chat in this Zoom is not support. Please do not put your support questions in here. I need questions that you have that you need answered on the Zoom, not support questions. I can't change your password right now. I can't get you back into your account. That has to go to support. Thanks.
Okay, guys, I know I just said no support questions, but okay. So as long as we're all adults and we can follow instructions, that'll work out for us. So do not put support questions. Send them to the chat. Look, it's right here. It's on every page now. You don't even have to go look for it. Just go to itsonly5.com and click the chat. And there you go. If we're not here, leave your message and we will return it. All right, so here, just a bunch of fun stuff. You know, things you can use, audio stuff, video stuff, all that. Now, we're going to go to our goal packages. Apparently, people took me direct and they've already started on the chat. So our goal packages, we have Christmas, vehicle, wedding, several other ones. You simply go here and you pick out which one you want. If there's not one here, you can message us. We will work on getting you something set up for your specific goal. Now, I've had a couple people say they can't get through on the form. Don't worry, we're going to be adding a different form that's more reliable and will work out better for you. So that will happen more than likely before the middle of the week. But it just depends on how much you guys are calling me and calling my toll-free line and messaging me directly and all that. Remember, notice it's on this page too. The support chat will be there for you. All right, so we're going to skip to education. Education, 45,000 free courses, 1,200 free certificates, and 8,000 university courses. Some of those are paid, some of those are free. You can go through here and you can see where some of these courses are from. Stanford, Harvard, MIT, Yale, Columbia, a lot of really well-known schools. If you don't see anything and you don't want to take a whole course, you can come in and pick courses out of these. I know Guillermo's done a couple. I've seen a couple other people have done some, and they have stuff for kids, test prep for high school, going into college, design, marketing, all the above. Go check it out.
In the house.
Okay,
Hey.
please mute yourself. We ask that you not come in here talking when we're talking. All right, so that's the education side. We have charities. Those charities, these are our top charities. These are featured. These are the ones that we felt a lot of people would understand and recognize. If you don't see them up there, you can search through here. You can search by name, and you can also search by column or page, I guess you'd say. Okay. Now, if you don't have one, you can place it here. Again, we are going to use a different set of forms for our whole site, but for right now, this is what you can use. Place them in here. Once we find their nonprofit status and we validate that, we will be able to put them on our list. If they are a company that we see would benefit our members, we will put them in our featured ones up here. So please go check that out. And that little sound is the system popping up chat again. All right, now we've had a couple of people who say, oh, I can be an affiliate with Expedia.com. This is not Expedia.com. This is Expedia Group. Expedia Group owns all of these companies here. You've heard of them, and some of them are in other countries. So I know other people in other countries have heard about them. You can come in here, fill out the form. You can book flights, hotels and flights, cars, cruises. And then when you get to your destination, you can find things to do. Okay. We have a gentleman here who actually, guys, since you guys are all talking about when are you going to cycle? He cycled 50 positions just yesterday, which he bought after he saw that his trip to Cancun that he took and had a $1,400 or $1,500 room, that he would have saved $600 a night if he would have booked it with us. He booked another trip to Miami and he saved $125. Now, the scary part about that is he booked through us with American Airlines. He went to the American Airlines site directly and still saved $125 over their price. So the savings are real, guys. This is not something we just made up. It is actually what we say it is. Your savings will vary. I know Bitcoin Queen on here, she had one that she saw 70% off of a cruise. So guys, the savings are right here in front of you. All you got to do is come check them out. Our blog, guys, if you see this picture right here, this is who's in charge of our blog. She posts as often as she can. When she's not helping you guys with support, she's actually in here finding articles for you. Okay. If you want to know that bumblebees can fly higher than Mount Everest, come and read it. There's a bunch of other topics here that you can come check out. We try to update as often as possible, but that's our blog. Now, downloads. You can come in here for all you guys that do social media posts, who want to post on your wall, post in chats, post in Messenger, whatever you do, you can find some of that stuff here. These are just simple little images. We call them curiosity posts, sorta. These don't really leave any curiosity because you basically see what we're telling you. We don't talk about Bruno for all you guys who have kids and grandkids, but we definitely talk about itsonly5.com. Okay. So you can scroll through here. You can see little things for you coffee drinkers out there. Martine, I seen you pick up that cup. You guys can share this in your coffee groups. You know, when I'm done having my coffee, I'm going to go look at itsonly5.com. Okay. For anybody who's on Facebook, you know, they tell you every single day somebody's got a birthday. So send this to everybody you have that shows up as a birthday and just tell them happy birthday. Now go do something good for yourself at itsonly5.com. We're kind of getting out of the wedding season, at least for summer. But if you know people who are getting married, you can use this one. This one works really well for me. The dream car for $5. People are always like, how can I get a dream car for $5? Okay. So all of you guys who are in that certain individual company where you guys can get cars for like 1,000,000,000% off or whatever, this will draw attention quicker than your cards will, because people ask, well, how can you get a car for $5? All right. So we're past 4th of July, but this works for Memorial Day and Labor Day as well. So you can use it for that. A little bit of motivation here from John Arnold. And I love this one because if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Okay. Show that to your friends. Talk about the hyperlines, the education. And guys, this one was submitted by Bitcoin Queen. This is what you can give out with the e-pins. E-pins are like coupon codes for all you guys that have been asking. You purchase those in your back office, and each individual code can be given away and can be used one time. You put that code here on this flyer, and you can hand it to somebody and tell them a little bit about it and walk away. It's really easy to use. We just crossed our first green line. That was Sarah. Okay, Sarah did that. So this is up, and Guillermo already got you guys covered for the 3rd, the 5th, the 100th, the 1,000,000th. All the different green lines, he's got you covered. I do have a question, and hopefully somebody's on here that can answer it. This specific image, I need to know who sent this to me. If you are the person, please inbox me in Messenger, because I know that's where you sent it to me originally. I need that person to message me ASAP, because if you are not this person on the image, I cannot use it. This is a pastor from somewhere. I don't know where he's from, but he did not give us permission to use his image. So if you have that, please let me know, because I will have to take this one down. I just found out about it before Zoom. So if you have that, please change the picture or take a person out of it, because I cannot use this unless it was you who sent it to me. Other things, all you guys that like to save the animals, this one, you can take that. We have rescues, all kind of different things. If you're on the site, please make sure you download this yellow image. You need to see this. Send it to your team. Make sure everybody reads it. You literally want this before you piff anybody in the global pool. Okay, this will help you make sure that you do not contact support and get upset because we tell you we can't do anything for you. 4 P's to profit. You can read them, download it. This is an emblem. If you guys want to use it on your profile, that's great. You can do that because it will show your support for the company. So as we go in here, you guys, if you want a beautiful background like ours, you can get this. You can customize it. You can put whatever you want on it as long as it's not an income claim. Okay. All you guys who have asked me, can I get the charts, the most recent charts? Absolutely. You can get all 7 of them right there. Simply click on it and it will download the chart. Okay. It'll download normally to your default, which is usually downloads. For Macs, I'm not sure where that goes. So for all you guys who are asking me where they were, if they're on your phone, they should come up in your images or your files. All right. So those are our downloadables, our media. Right here, you guys can come and check everything that we have here out. We will be uploading a new pre-recorded video with the new charts. It will be just an overview with the charts and what we're doing right now, just a lot quicker because we won't have to add on questions. All right. For all you new guys here, John, should we do it?
Yes, absolutely.
I already knew he was going to say that. But so guys, this is literally, I guess you could say, our almost official theme song. So make sure you go watch it. But
Wow, I love that.
It's awesome, isn't it?
guys, everybody wants Bitcoin Queen wants me to take her song and put it on the company page. She said if anybody's heard it, she will definitely post it in the chat. But I see Martine over there has some rhythm going, so I'm gonna leave her alone. She might outdance me. But so guys, if you have a video and you want to see what we're all about, you want to see some of our videos, go here. You get to watch these two old men and this guy. I don't know why he's on here, but you can watch us on there. If you don't see a video that you've heard about or whatever, you can click on here and it takes you to our page. And guess what's the first thing that plays besides the commercial is the Unbreakable video. All right. So that's how you find our YouTube. For all you guys asking and sending in support tickets on how you find our different pages and stuff, that is how you do it. So literally, that's our site. And here is one of the most important sites of all on the whole entire site, because you guys get to talk to Sarah if you're lucky enough. You come in here. This is our frequently asked questions. Notice, guys, there's no more form here because you don't need a form, because you can click right down here and you can talk to us. Okay. I could go on here right now and talk to Sarah if I wanted to, but I can't because we're closed and it would give me a closed message. So you just go there. And if you have questions before you go to chat, look at the questions. We have 4 pages of them. Check here. You might find your answer and it will save you a lot of time and headache. It will also save our moderators in the group time from answering the same question over and over again. All right. So, guys, you can go ahead and unmute everybody, John or Guillermo. So,
Hello.
excited.
Yeah.
That's a great new feature. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Interesting.
It's a new development.
He said,
Thank you.
I know, I heard that, right? Interesting.
Awesome.
hey, Hans, I seen you finally. I thought you might be
That's
here.
awesome.
Okay, guys, go ahead and mute. Go ahead and mute it.
Hello.
This is home.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, not to cut you off, but that's what we got to do so we can move forward. Because here is the part that a lot of you guys are looking at. Look, Hans is already grinning, and I haven't even opened it yet. My goodness. All right. I got to make sure everybody, make sure Guillermo's not looking at the screen because he's going to get mad at me because we're about to go past round 1 again. All right, guys. So here's the deal. First of all, you like my little fancy pointer? Now you guys don't have to see me click on things. How did that work out? Okay, we don't need to answer. That was a rhetorical question. All right. Hello, Susan. I see you on the back porch in the dark again. All right, so cycle 1. You come in, you pay $5. That's it. $5 plus a $1, we'll call it processing fee. After that, you are going to let the system, as well as with your help, you are going to let the system fill 2 people below you, 4 people below them, and then 8 people below those 4. When those last 8 people come in, they pay you $40 total. Okay, unless you're doing core math or you went to school where I went to school, 8 times 5 will always be 40. Okay. Believe it or not, I actually had somebody tell me that they went over the charts because numbers lie. Okay. I don't know about you, but they must have been lying because the numbers are always the same. So at that point, we're going to take $20 out. That $20 is going to come back down here to cycle 2 to put you into that cycle and give you permission and accept you into the new cycle. But before we do that, we're going to give $1 to your sponsor. Okay, that $1 is going to go to your sponsor because they asked you to come join them. Okay, because Susan scared the daylights out of you, pulled you onto her back porch and said, if you don't sign up, we're going to have problems. So she gets $1 for scaring you. You get to keep $19. Not a whole lot, but guess what? You put in 6, you made 19. That's over 3 times what you put in. I know we've been in other programs where you put in a lot more and get back a lot less, or actually owe people. So that brings you down to cycle 2, $20. Once you get down to that 4th level and everybody in there, 8 people pay you the 20, you get to walk away with $160, which 50 we take back and we move you down to cycle 3. But before we do that, we give your sponsor $5. Now we're going to stop right here, guys, because this is super important. You guys, I'm going to tell you this now. Stop packing in positions. Stop buying thousands. And when I say thousands, there are people in here who have over 2,000 positions to themselves. How much money do you really need? Okay. I can guarantee you even 500 of those positions cycle through round 1 and you will have way more money than you ever know what to do with. Okay. So at this point, the reason I say that is because if you invited somebody, even if you paid it forward and paid for their position for them, at this point, you've gotten your money back and you have all of this to still get in your pocket. Okay. So guys, I'm going to say, like my daughter's godfather, DMX, said, stop being greedy and give to the needy. Okay. We need to have everybody eat. Everybody needs the help. Everybody needs a chance to get what you have. So pay it forward to somebody. Get somebody on that can.
Hello?
Please mute yourself. Thank you. Help other people. You know, instead of buying 100 positions for yourself, buy 50 positions for the people you care about. If you've got kids that are going to go to college eventually one day, even if they're small, set up a college fund for them. Pay the $6 into that position first. Pay for your neighbor that you see struggling with their kids every day. Okay. Pay for your enemy who is hating on you because they don't have anything. Okay. Do whatever you can to give back. Plus, by bringing in new people, for all you guys who are worried about how we've slowed down a little bit. Okay. If you make 88,000 or 86,000 in a year, I guarantee you that's either very close to or more than what you make now. And what did you have to do to get it? Did you have to go to work? No, you had to sit on your chair or talk to somebody when you walked by them. Okay. We're out all the time. And when I'm out at the grocery store, I've made plenty of examples. We find every reason possible for me to say something to somebody. I don't care if you're wearing headphones like Bruce and I walk by and I go, man, those are some cool headphones. You should come to itsonly5.com because when our swag store opens, we have headphones with our logo on it. Okay. If they're sitting there and they're in a truck, you know, we see people all the time. They park their semis, they go in and get their groceries. Oh, you drive a rig? Oh yeah, I used to drive for Warner back in the day. how you like that flatbed cab, that flathead cab. You don't have the king condo thing in the back. But if you're with it's only 5.com, you can make enough money to buy one of the better trucks, or maybe not buy a truck at all because you won't have to drive anymore. Okay. So literally you can take anything. Okay. Like I'm going to pick on Susan again, and I'm going to say, Susan, you know what? If you were an It's Only 5.com member, you could afford lights to put on your porch so that when you're on a Zoom call, people can see you like you're there and not ready to tell a ghost story. Okay. So literally you can pick anything. Okay. And you can find any way to do it. And like I could go to Lisa Arnold and say, well, hey, Lisa, you know what? If you were it's only 5.com, you could get your own office instead of trying to be in the room where your grandbaby sleeps. And John would be able to do all the work since he's been home for a week now.
A month.
Okay. Shh, we weren't supposed to say that. So literally just be fun with it. Have fun. Make fun out of it. Like I could turn around and ask Cynthia Maxey, since her picture is in her car, what kind of car do you drive, Cynthia? And she'd tell me what it was. And then I would turn around and go, well, how would you like to upgrade for only $5? So you guys can work it into anything. Like if I had met Bitcoin Queen after I started this, I would tell her, well, you're the Bitcoin Queen, but are you It's Only 5 queen? Nope, never will be, because that's my wife. But you can actually still get in. We'll still allow you. So guys, that's what you need to start doing. So when you get to these places and you bring these people in, they get to they cycle through cycle 2, and your money is back in your pocket. And everything from that point forward is all profit. That gives you more money to give back. The more we give back, the better the name It's Only 5.com is. We kill all the haters. Not that we're not doing that already, but now they can't say anything because I can go from Australia to California to Japan. We're in Panama. We're in Mexico. We're in New Zealand, Germany. We've got all these people who can come back and say, oh no, this is a great program. It helped me do whatever it helped them do. So that situation is going to continue. Math is math. You guys can watch the replay, pause it, come down to cycle 5, $500, which we took from right up here in cycle 4. 8 people give you 500. That's 4,000. You put in 1,000 to go to cycle 6. And you get $147 as that person sponsored. But that person themselves will get $1,653. Now, we're going to take another $1,200 from you because all these other fake programs out there, they don't force you to help yourself. Okay? They want you to take the money out because they know you're going to go spend it. So we're going to take $1,200 and buy you 200 tickets. They go right back to cycle 1. Guys, this is why you don't have to buy any more positions for yourself. You can buy, if you were going to spend $100 on yourself, buy $100 for other people. Bring them into the program. Show them why you're here, why you love being with this program, and then they will jump in. And guess what? They're not going to turn you down because they're not paying for it. They don't care. But had you done that in one of these other programs, you just brought in somebody who's your competition. You brought in somebody who may not do their job and they will slow you down. So this way we work as one team with one goal on one mission, and that's to get the next person in the next open space. So we're going to take those, put them back there. You're going to go down to cycle 6. Cycle 6 is going to do the same thing. You walk away with $45.55. But you walk away with $1,200 more, 200 more tickets back to cycle 1, round 1. Again, they are multiplying. Guys, here's another reason you don't have to buy all these positions for yourself. Because once those 1,200 get here, they follow what your original position does. They mimic what your number one position did. It's going to go right through these cycles in order. And guess what? At some point, your 200 tickets will be on cycle 5, and they will turn into 200 times 200 that go back to cycle 1. Okay. This is what we call forced momentum. It's going to continuously grow. And you guys are worried about the speed of the cycle now. You guys are going to be asking me to slow it down. I know you won't. I know you won't. You'll just be you'll be asking for more payouts.
Yep.
So
Can we have it more often?
I get it. So basically that's going to happen 5 times. Okay. They're all going to go back to cycle 1. Now I want you guys to understand green lines always go back to the beginning of the round. Okay. They don't always go to cycle 1. That just happens to be because they're on this round. But green lines go back to the beginning of that round. For you guys who are sitting on round or cycle 2 or 3, this is why this is important. Because as we break those green lines and those people go back, you move down. When you move down, you break the green line, those positions go back and help somebody else. So this was designed for people who are trying to be greedy, lazy, and just want money. Okay? Because they are forced to help the guy who's trying to help somebody else out. Okay? So don't get worried. We're going to take out $10. That's going to put you on cycle 2 or round 2. I'm sorry. And as your sponsor for the person inviting me in, if I was to say, hey, Ans, come and join me, and Ans gets all the way down, he cycles through, I would get $42.54. Look at that. He didn't even save me any. Dang. Okay, $42.54 I get from Ans. He gets $86,516. Okay. Now, that may seem unfair, but you're following right behind him with your own position. So we're going to take you over to round 2 because we took out $10 to get you started there. You're on round 2 with your $10. After you build your little mini matrix again, $80 comes out. That is going into your abundance account. 40 of that will pay to get to your next cycle, which cycle 11. You're going to give your sponsor $2. You get 38. So same as round 1, we just doubled the price here. That's going to keep continuing until you get down to cycle 13, where we take out 100 tickets because they're double the price. So we take out half as many. Those tickets are going to take you back to cycle 10 on round 2. Remember, green lines always take you back to the beginning of that specific round. We're going to follow that through a couple of more times. You're going to make 9,000. Somebody's going to make 625 for telling you to come on board. You get to make 9,000. Then you're going to cycle into 15. Once you cycle out of 15, 100 tickets, go back to round 10 on cycle 10 on round 2. But here's where the hyperlines start. Okay. For all you guys who are excited about hyperlines, what happens is we now take 200 tickets, so another $1,200. Again, we say we're forcing you to do it, but I'm pretty sure you all don't mind. Okay, so we're going to take 200 tickets and we're going to put them way back up here at round 1, cycle 1. That's going to push all these people that are waiting in these cycles to the green line. Carolyn, please keep yourself muted. It's going to put you through to some of these green lines, and that momentum is going to start going crazy. So we're here. That's going to happen a few more times. Carolyn, please stop unmuting yourself. All right. So at this point, we're going to take you into round 3 by taking $20 out to put you into cycle 19. At this point, for the person who invited you, $56.41. Now, I've had a couple of questions for this, but here's what I'm going to tell you. $42.54 plus $56.41. It's not a running total, guys. That's the accumulation from this round only. Okay, so we're adding money to your pocket all the time. The person who is going through this cycle and through this round will walk away with over $181,000. Okay, now, as I say all the time, I know a lot of people on this call are not making that much money every year, let alone what could be 6 months. Even if it took you a year, you're still doing well. Okay, so we brought you out of that. We bring you into round 3. Round 3, we're not going to go through it line by line. You guys can watch the replay. You come into cycle 19, $20 to get on there, 160 come back to you, 80 goes so you cycle into 20. Your sponsor now gets $4, you get 76. That's going to continue till cycle 22. On cycle 22, because the price is higher, the number of tickets we buy is lower. We never take more than $1,000 out for that many positions. Okay. Or it's going to be 50 times $6. So you get to walk away. And now 50 positions come back up here to cycle 19 on this same round. Again, green lines start back at the beginning of that round. Keep doing that over and over again. We get to our second hyper line. Okay, guys, if you're not excited about these, you really need to be, because these go all the way back to cycle 1, round 1, and it helps push the new guy. So all those positions you guys are buying that are cycling, once they hit these orange lines, they're going to go back to the beginning and help the new people that you bring in. Now, imagine if you paid it forward to your mother, your daughter, your cousin, your neighbor, whoever it was that you chose, and they just came in on cycle 1, round 1, and they sat here, they haven't even cycled out of round 1 yet. Okay. All of a sudden, your orange lines hit, all these green lines hit. That means that person is going to cycle within minutes. Now, what kind of story would that be? You guys got people in here that are excited because they cycled in 17 days. There's people excited because they cycled in 30 days. Okay. So how cool would it be for us to get to the point where you referred somebody, they come in, they sign up their profile, and then all of a sudden turn around and they've got money in their back office ready to withdraw because they cycled. Okay. That's what we're working towards. So guys, this is why I tell you, stop focusing on the next cycle. Stop focusing on how fast you're cycling. Focus on helping others. Find people to bring in. Find people who need this. Find people who need help. And if you have to pay it forward to them, guys, you'll get your money back. Almost everybody in here, well, I shouldn't ever say everybody. A lot of people in here have literally already cycled to 2, or some of you guys are in cycle 3 and 4. So you would have already gotten your sponsor would have already gotten their money back. Okay. And if we create that kind of momentum, okay, guys, let's just say you bought $600 worth of tickets for somebody else, e-pins, paid it forward, whatever you had to do. If you got $600, 100 people, and they all get here, your money is back. You're good. However, how do you think it's going to feel when you got 600 people paying you $245? You can then take that money and pay it forward to that many more people, and our program becomes what it's supposed to be, which is a giving program. Okay. I would love for our nickname to be it's only 5. How cool would it be for somebody to go, hey, it's only 5, or say, guess what? Because I'm being able to pay it forward to you, it's only free. Okay. So literally, this is where we're going. This is where we're trying to help people. So keep that in mind as we roll up to cycle 4 or round 4. Okay. Same scenario. Okay, we're not going to go through it line by line. It looks exactly the same. At the end, we take out $100, but on each green line, we only take out 20 tickets. Okay, still the same amount. We take out $100 to put you into round 5 on cycle 37. But as your sponsor, remember, guys, I told you pay it forward. If you bought 100 positions for somebody else, or you bought 100 e-pins so that you could give them the code and they all joined, once they all cycle through here, just for paying it forward, that's 47,000 and change per person that you pay it forward for. Okay. That literally turns into millions. So this is why helping other people, bringing new people in, will actually help you more than buying positions for yourself. So we're going to go all the way through that. They make 47 for sponsoring you. You get to make $913,000 in change. Guys, that's almost $1 million. Okay, $1 million. Now, imagine when we get to the point where these green lines are kicking in all over the place. Imagine when these hyperlines are kicking in all over the place and you cycle through round 4 in, let's just say you do it in a year. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that, but we could physically do that. If we could cycle you to round 4 in a year, you will have made almost $1 million here, plus what you've made on the other rounds prior to this. So keep that in mind as we move on to round 5. Notice we get a lot more colors. Okay, not more colors, but more colorful. What's going to happen here is you're going to follow through the process. Remember, we took $100 off of round 4 to put you here. That's going to continue. Okay, your sponsor is going to get 20, 110, 146, and 1,000. Let's go back over 1,000, but we'll round it down to 1,000 because I don't like to do math. And we will say, if you had that 100 people that you paid it forward for, and they got to this round, you would walk away with over $100,000 for helping people. Now, I don't know about you, but they say you get things 10 times over. Okay, when you give, you get it back tenfold. That's a heck of a lot more than tenfold. Okay, and all you did was give that person $6. So we'll move through. At this point, the tickets cost more, so we're buying less. 10 tickets, go back to cycle 37 and follow that process. The same way your original thing is going, that's how it will flow. So if you make 10 tickets and they hit these green lines, that's 100 new positions that start back. These tickets will start back at 37, and these 200 tickets will go back to round 1, cycle 1, and help somebody new coming in. So remember, guys, you can put in charities, you can put in family members. I've already done it, and we have people who are doing it where you put your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, your brothers, your sisters, your exes, I don't care who it is, put them in right now. Okay, all you ladies out here who have men that don't pay their child support, buy them a position. And guess what? They'll pay child support whether they like it or not, because they're going to give you the sponsor incentive. So all those guys all those women out there that have guys that your kids are grown now, get that money back. Buy them a position. Then they can't be broke. They can take the time to spend with their kids, and they can pay you back for all the money that they didn't give you before. So as I say, sign up your friends, your family, your loved ones, and your enemies. Okay, so we're going to go through that. And here you're going to notice you have 5 positions or 5 levels that pay back to cycle 1, round 1. At the end of this, we're going to take out $500 to put you in round 6. You're going to walk away with $101,000 as their sponsor. Okay, that is a lot of money just for saying, hey, come and join me. Okay. You, as the person going through this cycle, walk away with 1.822 million and change. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see every single one of you have the title millionaire behind your name. Okay. So if we're willing to do what it takes, we have to be visionaries. Hint, hint. You have to be a visionary in order to get to this point. Okay. You have to see beyond yourself. You have to see the need in the world to actually help others before. You guys have already set yourself up. You guys already positioned yourself to do really great. So now let's position other people. So we take the $500 out. We bring you up to round 6. Same thing, more green and orange lines. You guys can look at the numbers. Those green lines go back up to cycle 46. There's only 2 bought because the price is $500 a piece. You still get 200 tickets put down all the way to cycle 1, round 1. And at this point, think about it, guys. If you're excited because Sarah crossed the green line and put 200 positions behind you in cycle 1, round 1, imagine how you would feel when there's 1,000 of them back there. Okay, 1,000 positions that come into the company that help you move forward. And when you move forward, guess what? The person in front of you helped you by putting positions behind you. You move forward and you repeat the process. It's a natural giving process. It causes you to, it forces you to give. Okay, we're not going to be greedy. We're not going to be selfish. We will give. And even if you don't want to give, you can't be in this program and not do it. So ha ha to all you greedy people. Okay. So
But also, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I tried to jump in when you stopped talking, but also all of those tickets that you are creating by crossing those lines will also come through and cross those lines, which just keeps creating.
So that's why, guys, right now we've slowed down a little bit, but guess what? If you push a little bit harder, think about it. When you have a car that stalls, you start pushing it. It's hard as heck to get that car to move. But once it gets rolling, it starts moving easier and easier. And God forbid you hit a downhill slope. Okay. Now, in our case, we're not hitting a downhill, but we're going to hit that momentum and it's going to move faster and faster. So we're going to take out $1,000 out of your money. So thank you for letting us do that, because at this point you would have walked away as a sponsor with over $413,000. Guys, that's pretty darn close to $500,000 just for me going, hey, you want to join this? Or me going, hey, you're going to join this because I already paid for it. Okay. A lot of people are not going to say no. We do have people, I swear to you, and all of you who see the plan will look at me and think I'm lying and I'm crazy. We have actually had people message support and say they do not want their position when they're about to cycle. So literally, by all means, you don't want your position anymore. And I see 2, 4, and 6. Heck yeah. Here's your $6 back. Matter of fact, here's 10.
I'll take it.
Right. Here's 10. We'll take your position because guess what? Then the company owns it and we take all that money and dump it back into helping us get more members. All right. But as the person cycling, you get to walk away with $9.2 million and a hell of a lot of quarters. Okay. So for all you guys who do like we do and we have a change jar, we throw all our change in, you better get a bigger bucket. That's all I'm saying. So $9.2 million on round 6. So take out $1,000 here. We're going to put you into round 7. Same thing, guys. I will pause the video. I won't move it. So when you come back and watch it, you can pause and check out the numbers. We're going to do the same thing over and over again. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you this. If you go all the way back to round 1, remember all these spaces that we've created 200 new positions? They're going to follow this pattern. They're going to go down through these cycles and they're going to skip all the way through all the cycles just like that. They're going to start out here and they're going to hit these lines too. So guess what? When your 200 or 1,000 positions all eventually make it to this first green line, that's 1,000 new positions sitting here at 55, pushing the momentum of this round alone so that it cycles super, super fast. We want to get it to the point where you guys come into a cycle and cycle out of that entire round in 30 days or less. Okay. Now just imagine if you got to round 7 and 30 days later you cycled out of it. That means you walk away with over $18 million in 30 days. Now I know not one of you guys on this call makes $18 million a month. And if you do, you need to come talk to me about some investments. Okay. But all those positions, those 1,000 positions are going to go through here. Then they're going to go through the hyperline. That means if I have 1,000 positions that cross through here, okay, I want the first person to raise their hand on the Zoom to tell me if I have 1,000 positions come through here and create 200 times 1,000, how many would that be? Somebody raise your hand really quick. Nobody likes math.
200,000.
See? So 200, thank you, Bernice. Oh, Bernice, you have got to come on. You have got to come on and talk to our daughter. Between Bernice and Beatrice.
I keep telling our daughter I should have named her Beatrice. And she's like, she keeps saying, why? That's not my name. And I'm like, well, it should have been. So it's funny because I call her that sometimes. And it's not even, her name is Kylie. It's not even anywhere close to her name.
All right. So guys, at this point, if you notice the yellow box, okay. But before we go into that, 200,000. Thank you. Okay. Abby, please make stuff. I don't know what you were drinking or eating or whatever, but 200,000 positions will go all the way back down here. Now, do you think if we had 200,000 positions sitting in cycle 1, do you believe that any of you would remain in cycle 1? Absolutely not. You might even cycle through faster than you even can imagine. Okay. So you guys can do all the math and see what it is, but you get to walk away with 18 million and some change, actually over 18.5 million. Notice here, program complete. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't understand why we even put that on there, because the program is not complete. Remember all these green lines and all these orange lines that you created that started in numerous different places throughout the process? They are all coming here. Okay. This is one of those things where we're not putting any more in because it's just ridiculous at that point. Okay. Guillermo already told me I shouldn't have done the other 6 rounds. And if you guys paid attention, you'll see why he said that. But we love to give people a chance. So we want you guys to cycle through this. So we ended the program, but your cycles keep going. Because guess what, guys? Remember, I said 200. If you get to this line and 200,000 people go all the way back to cycle 1, that 200,000 positions has to go through cycle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to get back to here again. And that's just one line of positions. So guys, I'm going to tell you this. There are people out there who think this is going to fail, but I tell you what, if you even only made it to round 3, okay, let's just pick a random round. Random round. You only made it to 4. How many of you guys could live off of $913,000 for a while? Okay. You guys wouldn't be upset because you spent $6. And the first person who yells at me and says the program didn't work, Treasurer, please make sure you put your question in the chat. We're not doing questions here. If you only made $913,000, guess what? You still have all the positions from the prior thing still coming through. so you guys would be good for a while. But guess what we're going to do, guys? We're going to make this even better for you. Okay. You guys got excited when we put in the green lines, right? Just wave on your camera. You don't have to yell or nothing. Okay. You got excited with the green lines. You got even more excited with the hyperlines. Okay. All of these things are wonderful, but how would you like it if we could put a constant flow of new people sitting right here at cycle 1, helping move you forward? And when I say a constant flow, I'm saying about 1,700 people a week. Okay. If we can work together as a team, okay, all of you guys have been listening. All of you guys have talked about it. All of you guys have seen the invitations. Some of you guys have even gotten invitations to our visionary feature. Our visionary feature is going to help move this quickly. It will not be available forever. It will be a limited time. But again, if I could put 1,700 people, or actually 700 people, we'll say every few week or every few days, it all depends on how well we work together. Okay. Would it not be exciting? Would it not help cycle you through? And it would help us help others as well. And I will explain why in a second. But here is what you guys have been hearing about all along, is the cycle 64 and 65 that some of you found in the back office. Some of you did not. When I was out there posting saying there's something new floating around, this is what it was. Okay. What we are going to do right now, I want you guys all to understand this is not about profit. Ans, quit trying to read my charts before time. I see you over there checking them out. So I already know he's already doing math in his head. But here's what's going to happen. If you want to be a visionary, okay, this is why we are extending invitations. If you want to be a visionary to us is someone who sees others before themselves, someone who is willing to give without receiving, even though you're going to receive, because you guys know I'm not going to leave you out in the dark. Okay. But what's going to happen is we're going to ask some of you. Okay. Now we're going to open this up at the end of the chat, and we're going to allow you guys to message me, and in your chat, message your leader so your leader can give me your names. If you choose, you will be able to put in $200 from your back office. If you need to fund it, you can. This is why I put the post out there telling you guys not to spend all your earnings on positions for yourself. If you choose, you can donate $200. It will work the exact same way, except instead of you and building that mini matrix with 2 people under you, 4 people under them, and 8 people under those, this is a 1/8. That means you are above 8 people. When those 8 positions fill, it automatically cycles. We're going to take $400. We're going to cycle you down to 65. Notice that is 0. This is why you have to be a visionary, because if you fight me or you hound me or you ask me any question other than when can I give and where do I give, you will not be invited. Okay, you will be if we gave you an invitation, it will be revoked. Okay, the reason being is this money is going to cycle you into cycle 65, where the same process happens. You walk away still with 0, but 700 new positions have been created. Now, why are we calling this a visionary feature? Because what's going to happen is when those positions come back, they will go in. And if you guys notice, 200 and 500, total of 700 tickets come right back here to cycle 1, round 1. 700 tickets. I'm going to ask John, because none of y'all like to answer my math questions. John, how many positions does 700 push through?
And from cycles 1 to 2?
Yep.
2, 3, 5.
Like you ain't got a calculator right there.
I know I don't have a calculator with me, but it's okay. 14
Give
times
John a
5,
red stripe.
50 some odd positions.
Okay, so that means 50 some positions will cycle right away into cycle 2. So as we keep doing that, this is going to continuously happen. Notice we buy back into the original round 64. That process happens again, and we put those positions right back at the other side. If this process happens, even if it takes a week, that means 100 people a week will cycle just from this. Over 100 people will cycle. Now, that means if you're on cycle 1 and your first level is 2, your second level is 4, and your third level is, say, 7, we may have more than 100 people cycle immediately. Okay, so that will help push you to cycle 5, which will start the break of the green lines. Okay, we've already crossed the first one. We've got plenty of people waiting to go through it again. And then once you get to these green lines, it's almost like they hit you back to back and you go faster and faster. Okay, because every one of these will run you back to cycle 1 and push everybody that's below you forward. And they will share that in their own way as well. So literally, as this keeps cycling back and forth, we put more people in. $200 one time, that's all it's going to cost you. Now, to give you clarity, these positions will be owned by the company. Okay, they will be visionary positions only. What that means is this is why you have to be a visionary and see what we're doing. Those positions are owned by the company, but notice what you do not see here. Okay, we'll just skip to whatever round, it doesn't matter. Notice this sponsor incentive. Okay, notice you don't see that. The company makes absolutely no money as the sponsor of these positions because every dime of it goes back into buying positions to put them back to help you move forward. Now, what's going to happen is once these positions start getting created, we will use the funds to help charities, nonprofits, local schools, and you guys will be able to submit different schools, different charities. You will even be able to submit people in need. Okay, we will get a hold of those individuals. We will find out what their need is, and we will help them with a position. And depending on what their need is, we may even be able to help them if they need a utility bill paid or whatever. We are not UNICEF. We are not a company that's going to just start handing out money. But if the need is bad enough, we will help them. But right now, the main goal is to bring charities in, bring people who need in, and bring in schools so that we can constantly help our schools get better. And this is worldwide. It doesn't matter where you are. Okay. So this
Elton.
is for you to be helpful. Yes, John.
Elton, may I bring in something here?
Yeah.
I want everybody to realize just how impressive and how much of a visionary position this is. 700 positions every time one visionary cycles through 64 and 65. That's pushing a minimum of 50 people from one cycle to the next. Now, of course, that's probably going to be more because there's a lot of people that are in positions that already have their first and second level. So you might just need 2 or 3 people on your third to push you all the way to the next cycle. But also, as a visionary, because you have the foresight to see these things, we're going to be calling on you too to look in your communities, look for where this need is so we can apply these positions and put this money in. That's part of being a visionary, seeing the needs of others in your own community worldwide. That's where that input we're going to be we're pulling from.
Okay. Apparently, John got froze. So literally what he's telling you is correct. This is going to be worldwide. It's designed to help people all over the planet.
Because-
Okay, you back now?
Yeah.
Okay. You done?
Yes, sir, I am. I
Okay.
think I paused on my system.
Right. Okay. So now that John's being like me on the last Zoom call, guys, literally that's what this is about. This is about helping others. And I don't know about you, but there is no better way to structure a company except by giving and giving back to not only the community that the company is located in, but everywhere we have a member. You know, I saw that we had Panama, Belize, Germany, New Zealand. I don't think we have any Russians in here right now, but
Philippines,
yeah, we've got the Philippines, we've got Japan, you know,
South America.
wherever they are, they can go in and help their communities. Okay. Now, it's hard for us to get into South Africa, but there are people here that are seriously building a team,
Yes.
and we will be able to help them through these visionaries. So we can help by giving before you guys even generate enough to help others. So once you get to that point and you start generating, I mean, it's over from there. Just imagine the respect that our company and you guys as members will get. You can walk in anywhere and say, I'm part of itsonly5.com. And people will look at you and go, man, you know what? You guys helped my child's school. You guys helped my church. You guys helped a charity that I donate to. Okay. There's nothing better than seeing stuff like that when you're talking to people. So literally, just to make it super clear, the visionary board is voluntary. Okay. You do not have to do it. We want a certain number of members involved. It is limited. We're not allowing everybody, but if you want in, you need to message myself or John, and we will handle putting you on the list. Now, what will you get for being a visionary? Well, first of all, you'll get a great feeling for helping somebody. You will also get moved into a position where you will have a badge of honor to put on your Facebook. We will give you one of these little backgrounds if you want to use it, where underneath your It's Only 5, you'll have a visionary badge. Okay, so everyone will know. We will even give you a certificate that you can print out and put in a frame. Okay, just so you can put it up there right next to your Harvard certificate that you got from our education platform. Okay, move the Harvard one down though. Put ours on the top. Okay, so we're not bougie like a lot of them guys are, but all you have to do is literally say, yes, Terry, I see you in there. Whoever said they got 5 on the shirt, you might want to come up with a couple more 5s. But literally, we will be able to help thousands. And I don't mean that in any kind of excess way. That is not an understatement. Okay. So with that said, what I'm going to do is we're going to unmute, and we're going to not unmute. I'm sorry. We're going to have Sarah ask the questions. We're going to do this for about 15 minutes. And then I don't want anyone here to ask me if they could just ask a quick question, because questions are never quick, and they turn into comments, they turn into discussions, and that turns into 2 o'clock in the morning. Guys, you got to remember, after this, I have to convert this video, edit it in my editor, and then upload it. So that's another 2 to 3 hours that I have to put in behind this. Then in order to talk to my developers, I have to speak to them at 3 o'clock in the morning, since we got some people in here from the Philippines, and I think we have some in here from India as well. I have to wait till 3 o'clock in the morning to talk to my developer for any fixes and changes that we do. And if you notice, the office opens back up at 9. So that's not a lot of time in between the two. So we will get everybody. I just need you to message us either on Facebook. I'm sorry, Sarah, but I'm going to do this to you anyway. You can just send in a support chat saying, I'm a visionary. I want in. Leave your username and your email. That's all we need. And then she will pass it on to me and we will get you taken care of.
Elton,
yes.
share with them again how everybody's saying, do I just pay the $200? Friends, remember, it's limited amount of spots and they will be by invitation. So once you submit your request, we go through a process and then you will get an invitation and further direction on how you proceed into the program.
You guys didn't know I was a ventriloquist, did you? Because he told me to answer that. So y'all just know that I can speak like John without moving my mouth. All right. So now we'll get the questions. Go ahead, Sarah.
All right. Are you ready for this? There's so many.
Well, we're doing 15
minutes.
Actually, I'm just kidding. I've answered them all.
And now you see why she works support. That's
Thank
what
you,
I'm
Sarah.
saying.
Thank you.
All right. So does that mean good night?
Here's what we're gonna do. Whoa, people, you don't have to leave. We didn't. John said good night. Never.
I was just kidding.
Look, shut up. Okay.
Let them unmute.
Unmute. We're gonna unmute, guys. Please, actually, no, do not unmute. Raise your hand if you have something you want to.
Sorry, I am muted. I muted you, Elton, because I muted everybody.
I know.
Unmute yourself.
Right.
Hello.
Oh, wait. Do not start talking and yelling, guys. Whoever that is, bros.
I got him.
You need to get you muted. There we go. Thank you. I'm going to say this ahead of time. If your hand is up, please do not ask a support question because I will mute you immediately and move to the next person. So if you're going to ask me a support question, go ahead and put your hand down. Anne Marie, go ahead.
Unmute yourself, and there you go.
I was just about to put my hand down.
Okay. So support chat. Did you see it? Where it's at now? Okay.
Yeah, I saw it, but Sarah said she answered all the questions, but I didn't get a response, so that's why I was gonna ask it anyways.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead, and if you want to put it back in the chat, maybe she'll answer it for you while I'm getting these other comments.
Okay, and it's just that I had someone signed up and
Okay,
she couldn't.
All right, I got 5 on it.
I like that name.
So you are a 420 person, right? Don't answer. Don't answer.
Yeah, that's my username, but yeah, anyway, I just wanted to know, is there an age limit, like can we put little kids in as well, like children?
Okay, can you get a little bit closer to your mic, please? I think you asked if there's an age limit.
Yeah, just like, is there any little kids you can put like under 5 and stuff like that?
Okay, what you can do is you can set up the profile, but where it says first and last name, you will put your name first and the child's name right after, no spaces, no commas, no nothing, just their name and your name. Do the same thing for the last name if they have a different last name. If it's the same last name, you just put it once. And then you will be the quote unquote executor of that position. So you will determine when they cash out, you will take care of it. And that's the way you can put your kids in.
If you need to, you can always go to the YouTube channel. There's a video on exactly how to do that. It's a step-by-step process.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you. Tim, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, bud.
How's it going?
All right, brother. Hey, so to be a visionary, I'm kind of like a little little confused. Does that come out of your earnings when you cycle, or can you pay that up front out of your pocket?
You pay it up front. You can either do it out of your pocket or your back office.
Excellent. I'm trying to wrap my head around everything here, but it's exciting. And I created 4 accounts for 4 different people, and so I want to help people, and so that's my goal.
Okay.
And I'm excited about this. So I appreciate everybody. So I put so in my back office is how I want to like, do I send an email, or everything's in your back office on how to become a visionary?
Well, you're going to, first off, you're going to have to, are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Find me or John Arnold Sr. and just send me a message. Tell me you want to be a visionary and give me your username on the site.
On the site. Okay. So
Yep.
in Facebook, yeah, I think all right. I'll
So
get
whatever your itsonly5.com username is, just give that to me, and then we'll go through, and as a team, the core members will vote on it, and we will send you an invitation.
Fantastic. I really appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. How
We
long have you
appreciate
been with us? How long have you been? How long have you been in the program?
I just joined about maybe 2 weeks ago, and I
wow.
and I bought a position for myself, my wife, and 10 each, my wife's son, and for my mother. My mother, she's 81. She don't know nothing about this, but I know she can. She needs all the blessings. So I want to.
Tim, welcome to the family, brother.
Hey, thank you so much. I
Amen,
really
brother.
appreciate it.
Amen.
I'm excited, guys. God bless you all, and let's rock and roll. Let's help people.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right, iPhone. See, guys, that's all the people messaging me about wanting to be visionary.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Ismail, you got to raise your hand and take your turn. iPhone. Okay, moving on. Brozier. Go ahead.
Roger.
Yeah.
Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, about the visionary position, my downline in Canada, he contact me. So he want to be part of the visionary. So he told me that I will contact Elton via Facebook after this Zoom.
Yeah, you can contact me anytime. That doesn't mean I'm going to answer right away, but just give me your username on the website and your email.
Yeah, not me. My downline in Canada.
Okay.
But I will assist him so that. But I will contact you. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In his. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. All right, Dan.
Hey, Elton, I think you just answered my question. I just submitted the visionary information on the website chat. Is that acceptable?
Yep, you can do that too.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys, a lot of you guys obviously want to be visionaries because I'm getting messages like crazy right now.
Yep.
All right. So iPhone, if you're able to unmute yourself, please go ahead. We got a few minutes. We got like 8 minutes left.
I've asked them twice to unmute themselves.
Okay, well, then we will lower their hand.
He was talking to me in the chat, so I don't know, maybe he just can't unmute.
He just unmuted himself.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, iPhone, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. I have a couple of people that I wanted to sign up, but I can't do so because I have somebody that I signed up and their position is not there for them.
Okay.
They come up as
iPhone, that would be a support question.
I tried to call support and no answer. I even tried to go to the chat too, and there is no one. I would like to know when are they available.
If you were in the chat, you would have gotten an answer because we've had somebody on there all day.
Yeah, but I tried to do that and I didn't get an answer.
9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time,
9 to 5.
Monday through Friday.
Okay.
May I ask your name, iPhone?
You talking to me?
No, not
Yes.
iPhone, Derek. iPhone, the one that was just.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I have something to say.
Okay. Could you please raise your hand because we got 2 people in front of you. See if I can do it for you.
Let's go to Kathleen.
All right, go ahead, Kathleen.
Kathleen, you can unmute your mic and you can ask your question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Hello?
can. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have a question. I want to know.
Can you move a little closer to your mic, please?
Okay. What is the window of opportunity for being a missionary?
Right now, the window is open because we have a certain number that we would like to reach, which we're not putting out there just yet.
Okay, that sounds like something that I really would like to participate in, but I'm not possible because not right now. Maybe in a week or two.
Yeah. Well, as we said in some of the posts, just because you're not ready doesn't mean we're not going to accept you into the program. We understand that for some people, putting that money in, it's not in your available funds in our program. So you may have to get it first. So we will definitely talk to you if you want. If you're on Facebook, message me or John, and we'll give you some more details.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And Vicky.
Good evening. Hi, I was a little bit confused about where I go to do the 1099 or the W.
We have not released it yet. We will let you know.
Okay, all right.
As soon as you do, you will get an email that'll take you right to where you need to do it at.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
iPhone Derek's back.
Okay,
I
go
just
ahead.
want to thank you. I just want to thank you very much for your thoughtfulness because I've lost a lot of money in a lot of multi-levels, but I have never ever seen anything like this. So I just want to say thank you very much.
Well, thank you for being a part of it. Like I've always said, we create the vehicle. You guys are the gas pedal.
Oh my gosh.
I wish I had found you sooner.
I wish we were here sooner. It looks like we could have saved a lot of people a lot of hardship.
But we're here now. And we have the future to look forward to.
Thank you, Derek.
Got 3 more minutes.
All right, Chris, Mr. Chris Sawyer. I've talked to you so many times now I get to put a face to it.
Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. The reason why the only question I actually have is you had mentioned the 1099s or the W-2s. That's for the entire amount that we make, no matter what. We can get it taxed.
Yes, if you do the W-2, we will pay you out just like a job would. You'll get like a pay stub and then a W-2 at the end of the year. If you do 1099, you will get a 1099 at the end of the year, and it's your responsibility to file your taxes.
Now, does that go with whatever state you're living in? Because for prime example, you being in Detroit have state tax. Me being in Florida right now, no state tax. So
We have a payroll processing company that takes that all into consideration. That's why when you get the email after we send your information in, you'll get an email to put all of that in, and they take in your location.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir. And I look forward to talking to you soon.
Yep. All right. One more question, Carla, and then we're done.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Elton.
Thank you.
The question is, if I purchase spots to make them like gifts for someone, just say someone that is in prison
Okay.
and they don't get out of prison until next year.
They might have a hell of a lot of money waiting for them.
Okay. Yes. So when it comes to taxes, is it as long as you don't withdraw out of that account?
I would
that
tell you
don't have
yes, as long as you leave it there, it's not attainable funds. But just to back yourself up for your local area, make sure you talk to somebody in your area that can tell you your state and local laws.
Okay. Now, what's the best way to enter that person into your system so that, or I can just use my address?
Yeah, I would say so. As being a prior CO, I would rather you not put in the prison number. I know a lot of people have done that before and it never works out well, but yes, if you want to use your address, that's fine. And I'm glad you brought that up because that was one of the other things that I had written down that a lot of people would not do is give to somebody getting out of prison. Okay. My goal is with what you're saying is perfect because that person gets out of prison and they have money waiting for them. They're not as tempted to go back to their old ways and they can actually be what they're told to be, which is productive members of society or however they title it.
Exactly.
But I've known too many people that go back to prison because they can't make ends meet because they can't get a job because they were in prison.
Because
Exactly.
they're stereotyped.
Right.
Elton, some of them love that life. They love that life, man.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, guys.
One more thing, one last thing.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was kicked out of your Telegram group. I belong to another person's they have a little group called It's Only Five.
Are we talking about Tina's page?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say this, not to cut you off. I'll still give you time to talk, even though we got to get out of here. Guys, Tina Marie Durbin, her page is not the official YouTube, Facebook, anything. They are not. I don't know why. I've been fighting with her to get the name changed. She took all the graphics and everybody thought that it was our official page. It is not the official page. Carla, if you were kicked out of the group, message me. I'll send you a link. And depending on why they kicked you out, we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay. I'll message you on Facebook.
Okay. That'll work.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night. With that said, I hope everybody's excited about the new announcements and we are out of here. Guys, you don't have to sit around and wait. You can go home. You can go to bed. You can do whatever.